Hello there, my flock, and welcome back to my ongoing vlog of my retirement, road to the Badraven's retirement. And this road is at June 30th, 2020. Yes, we're just hours, or less than an hour away from July 1st. I figured I'd make this video for June. I kind of kept putting it off, and I said, well, I better make it quick because in 30 minutes or 45 minutes I'm going to be in July, so I have to count it as my July video, and I don't want to do that because I haven't had a June video yet. Sorry for my voice, but I just want to tell you that I'm happy I'm just a day away from my retirement month, which is July, my last month to work. I'm really counting down the days now, the hours, the minutes, the seconds, and I can't wait to get across that finish line. Drew Drop and I are really excited to take on our next adventure. With him being out of high school and me being out of work, technically in a way, we're really, really up for the challenge. We've had a lot of bumps and bruises this month. All kinds of different things happened. It's like a car, we had a lot of problems with the old Prius. I've had to replace the battery a few times, the big battery, the expensive battery. Luckily, I haven't had to pay full price because the guy I bought it off of is a really nice guy and helps me every time I need help. Shout out to Kim Merida there. Getting back to the water plant, there was, I talked about in the past video, a fellow that was going to fill in for me after they hired him 2 years ago so he could have 2 years of experience, because you have to have 2 years experience at a water company to ever take the water test, because I'm a water treatment operator certified class 3, and we needed somebody to be here 2 years so they could take the test. Well, unfortunately he decided to move on about a week ago and has left us without an operator to fill in my position, so it's going to be kind of difficult to get somebody in time. We have another employee, Casey, I've talked about before. He's been here a long time. I would tell exact years, but I can't hardly remember my own, let alone anybody else's. But he's been here long enough to be able to take the test, so we're hoping that he passes the test so we can have him to fill in my night shift. So we're on track. It's just made a little bit more dicey, I guess you could say. And I hope everything good for Christian that he's moved on. And he's still a young guy, and he's got his whole life ahead of him, and so he's got plenty of time to find what fits for him. It's hard for young people to pick to an actual job that they're going to stay with for the rest of their life when they just get out of high school. So I don't blame anybody for that. Like I said, when we had another employee, Joe, that I've talked about, he moved on to become an assistant welder. I wish them all the best. It has put a kind of a damper around here because I'm leaving at the end of July and I'll be gone, so that's 3 employees pretty much gone, so we're gonna have to do some major hiring. We've already got people in the pipeline for us. Everything's, I guess, good that way, but still it's very scary when you get down very low, and I've had to help with certain things around the plant, and I'll probably post a picture of hopefully it'll be one of the last times I have to be in the ditch, but even the great Badraven has to be in the ditch sometimes. But either way, still love helping the people around here. Kind of unfortunate that my timing. 2020 has been so unfortunate for everybody. Kind of been a bad month. I mean, not a bad month. I wish it was just a bad month. A bad year so far as everything going. I could list them forever. It's just been one, seems like, major disaster after another since the beginning of the year. Technically March, I guess it all started. And now we're all the way up into almost July in a few more minutes, and still repercussions of all that. And I don't want to get all into that in my video because it depresses me so. But like I said, today we had a major leak, and I had to come and help the guys on day shift, even though I worked the night before because we're so low on employees. And I used to back in the day work on day shift, but today was rough. Where I'd not been on day shift in a long time, I physically gave out at one point because I hadn't had anything to eat and hadn't taken my medicine and all the stuff that old people do. So I was like almost down in the ditch, couldn't get out of it almost. Yeah, I've had a rough day, but I was like doing my monthly operating reports, my MORs that I do every day that I work. I had to fill out one for like today and the next day because I work from one day into the next day, like 4:30 of the 30th all the way to 4:30 on the next day and so I had to have two different MORs as I go through the day and do my testing and stuff. I was like kind of depressed and everything. I was filling out my next one at midnight just to get ready to have that ready when it gets to midnight tonight. And I put July 1st, and it really sunk in. I was actually going to be in my actual last month of the employment here, and 1 month away from retirement, and that made me put a smile on my face and made me feel like a little fresh, a breath of fresh air to help me kind of keep me focused on the goal, which is to retire. That was really great today. Of all the negatives, that was a positive. So I'm really psyched, like I said, and hopefully there's only going to be, hopefully this next month will be, in July, will be a bland month. And people say, why bland? Because that excitement around here you don't want to have. You want to be as boring as possible to get through the day. That way nothing's going on, nobody's having any problems, nobody's calling, and you're just doing your job that you were paid to do. And you don't have to worry about all that stuff, and you just get through it. So I'm counting them down. I think I got like about 14, 15 actual work days. I don't go all the way to the end of the month. I thought I was going to go to the end of the month, so I don't think I'll be going to the end of the month because I only have like an hour and a half on the 31st. I'm not even going to count that as a day to finish out. But the 28th will be my last full night. That is my big time get through that hurdle, then I'm pretty much coast to the end. I'll be making another video for July as I go through all that and saying my final goodbyes to the water plant and my career here. I look forward to that video also, and I just want to say thank you for watching these videos. It's more of this for me, I guess, to get through all this and be able to remember what it was all like as we counted down from last August 2019 to this August 2020. It's kind of a bittersweet time to think about, and I'll be watching these videos and I'll be seeing me go through this, and I'll remember fondly of all the ups and downs, hopefully fondly. But I appreciate every flock member that's invested their time in the videos so far, and hang on till we got one more left, and hopefully that'll be a crazy great video for you, and you'll enjoy the whole series I put out. So I'd like to thank you all, and remember the Badraven is your friend, and if you want to, share this video and like and subscribe. Me and the Drew Drop would really appreciate it. And I'm going to let you go, and I'll talk at you later, and goodbye.